Today I'm going to be making some honey and soy sticky Korean chicken drumsticks. Now, depending on what ingredients you have in your cupboard will of course depend on whether or not you add any extras to make it slightly more Korean, or whether you just go with having a sticky glaze on your chicken drumsticks. So what I'm going to do then is to prepare the garlic and the ginger first, okay, and as before, what we need to do is to peel the garlic. Mine just happens to have a little bit of brown bit on it, so I'm going to just chop that. And then I'm going to just get my ginger ready. Now it comes in a big root ginger. I'm just going to trim it down a little bit and cut about 1 centimetre or so off. And then just using my knife, I'm just going to cut off the outside skin. Like so. And then I'm going to grate both of those. I'm going to make my dressing for my chicken actually in a plastic bag to avoid having to put raw chicken in too many containers. So I'm going to grate my garlic and ginger straight into the bag, which is actually just standing in a bowl temporarily, just so that it doesn't fall over. I'm going to pop that in, and then I'm going to do the same with the ginger. If you don't want to grate it, you can of course just slice both of these finely. Now this is the sort of thing that's nice to have on a barbecue if the weather is nice, or if you haven't got drumsticks you can just do it on chicken strips and then just grill them in a frying pan if you wish. Okay, so there's the rest of my garlic and ginger. I'm just going to pop that into my bowl like so. Okay, now then I'm going to get my ingredients for the dressing. So I'm going to need 2 tablespoons of soy. So I'm going to put that in first because they're nice and liquidy. And my honey of course is going to be sticky. So 2 of those. I need 1 of mirin. Now if you haven't got this, don't worry, you can just go with the honey and the soy. Rice vinegar is a similar sort of thing, or rice wine, 1 of those. And as I say, because my honey was sticky, I left that just till now to do. So 2 of those in there. If you haven't got honey at home, you could use brown sugar, or you could use golden syrup or maple syrup. Both of those would be fine. And then finally, I need just a little bit of oil, so about 1 teaspoon of oil. Any oil that you happen to have is fine. And I think that just helps it all to mix together and you get to that brown nicely. Okay, so it's important then to get all those bits and pieces out of the way, because the next stage then is going to be the chicken. Now I'm going to minimise where the chicken actually goes so that we don't get any cross-contamination. I've actually got my baking tray ready, lined with some foil. I'm going to get my chicken drumsticks out, and I'm not going to be putting them onto any chopping boards or anything. I'm just going to put them straight onto the tray that they're going to cook. So you take them out, and then with a sharp knife you cut just a couple of slits into each one. And then I'm just going to pop them back onto this tray. So that's going to take just a second. If you have a meat board at home, you could do them on your meat board. But the important thing is not to do them near any vegetables or salads or bread that are not going to be cooked. Okay, so that's all of my chicken cut. So I'm then going to go back to my bowl that I have, and then I'm going to be able to unpeel the plastic, pop my chicken drumsticks all into there, hold it very carefully at the top, and then over the tray I'm going to massage the chicken so that it all gets an equal coating of the dressing. Now you can do this overnight and put it safely into your fridge. You can do it 4 hours or so before. I'm going to do mine actually in about an hour, so I'm just going to leave them in the bag, sitting on the tray in the fridge until I need them later. Okay, so you can see that they've all mixed up. So I'm just going to put them like that and leave them. So here they are, laid out on the tray, and they're just going to go straight into my oven, which I've got set at 180 degrees. And I'm going to leave them in there probably for about 40 minutes, and then I'm going to have a look at them and turn them over.